Hey! Yo, it's Thursday morning here on The Drive-In, and I'm your host, DJ Brian Jew, and you're listening to TBS efm. We're here on another Thursday. The holiday week is coming to a close, and we're getting ready for New Year's. Yes, January 1st is 5 days away. So, have you made your New Year's resolutions yet? I have, and my New Year's resolution is to get better in shape and, watch out for my health and all, even though I'm doing that right now. And if you haven't, please think deeply about what you want to do in the new year to change for the better. We all have to change for the better. Anyways, our first song today comes from the film Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, which came out earlier this year. Here's Christina Perri with 1,000 Years. Check it out. Once again, that was Christina Perri with 1,000 Years Part 2 from the Breaking Dawn Part 2 movie. In Part 1, actually, it's the same song but different lyrics. So I have to clarify that Christina Perri did two versions of the song, and that was the Part 2 of 1,000 Years. And I just want to let you guys know how to get in contact with us here at the studio. You can call the studio at 02-778-1013. Send us a text at sharp 1013 for a charge of 51, or simply send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com, or you can simply send us a tweet at efmdrivein. You can also visit our webpage at tbsefm.soul.kr and click on the drive-in. Simple as that. Right now, I'm going to read some Twitter comments for you guys. We have them from Ebony. She wrote, Christina, thank you for being on EFM Driving and keeping Brian out of trouble while you were there. Ha 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 ha. You'll be missed. I don't know if she kept me out of trouble because trouble is my middle name, y'all. I'm just joking. Yes, but Christina, as you guys know, today is Thursday. We'll be in the studio shortly after intermission. And unfortunately, today's her last day with us here on the drive-in. We're sad, but she's got to move on. She's a mature lady. She got to do her thing. That's mostly important. Whatever keeps her happy. Another one from Mayanne. She wrote, EFM driving, correcting, love hearing this song in Kyle car on our way home from work Sunday evenings. All right, I don't know who Kyle is, but you and your man friend in the car listen to this romantic song. It's perfect. The setting's perfect. The lyrics are perfect. I love this song. All right, we have one from Serene, the Chong Show, Brian G Music, EFM Driving, Eugene is Huge. Yeah, I love this song. Thanks for playing this to start my day. Love it. Yes, it's a perfect song to start the day. It's just very chill and relaxed. It's not a Christmas tune because Christmas is over. So we're setting you guys up for the new year. With that said, it's time for the scene of the day. Alrighty, today's scene of the day comes from a great Quentin Tarantino film, which was released in 2009. We can't say the exact title on the air, but it's called Inglourious Basterds. That's what I'm going to say, Basterds. Yes, and the film starred Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, Michael Fassbender, Mike Myers, and many other great actors. And it's about World War II in Europe. And of course, with Tarantino at the helm, we all know that he took some artistic liberties with this film. It's not very historically accurate, but it's still a great film, so you guys should go see this. In this scene, Michael Fassbender's character, Hickox, is a British spy trying to make a meeting in a tavern with a German actress, Bridget von Hammersmark, played by Diane Kruger, who's actually a secret agent for the Allies. Even though Hickox is fluent in German, he gives away his cover when he asks for 3 glasses with his index finger, middle finger, and his ring finger. Apparently, that's the British way of showing the number 3. And the Germans use the thumb instead of the ring finger, just like everyone here in Korea. So, he's going to be discovered by a German officer in the tavern. So, let's see how he handles the situation. Whoa! Well, that goes to show you, when you're a spy pretending to be someone from somewhere you're not, you have to be better than just knowing the language. Something as simple as a sign for the number 3 can totally give away your cover. After the shootout, only Bridget von Hammersmark survived. So the American Special Forces team, led by Brad Pitt, is going to have to figure a way to enact the plan without Hickox. So here's a song from this film. It's Lillian Harvey and Willie Frisch singing Ich war ein Huhn, which means I wish I were a chicken in German. So this is the first German song that we played here on the drive-in, so I hope you guys enjoy. Once again, that was Lillian Harvey and Willie Frisch with Ich war ein Huhn, which means I wish I were a chicken in German. I just wanted to do that again. I wanted to test my German skills. I don't know, I felt German for a little bit there. Anyways, coming up on today's show, it's the final Thursday of the year, so Christina will be here once again for the final romantic Thursday. That's sad when the word final is in front of something. And this will be the last time that Christina's gonna be joining us in the studio because she's going away to move out of the country. She doesn't like it here. She wants to move on. Just joking. She has her things to do. She got a personal life too, so she's gonna be moving on. But that's gonna be after intermission. So right now we're gonna play a request for you guys. And the next request is requested by 6779. And it's from the 2011 film 50-50. And 50-50 stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen. And it's a true story about best friends, one of which doesn't like the other's girlfriend. And one of the friends also has cancer, which, explains why it's called 50-50, because he has 50 chance of not being able to cure himself. So that's why it's called 50-50. So the next song is by Radiohead and it's called High and Dry. That was High and Dry by Radiohead from the 1550 soundtrack. Right now I'm going to read some Twitter comments for you guys right now from May Ann. If you get a chance, please play Do You Hear the People Sing from Les Miserables soundtrack finale. I just watched it last night. Yes, I saw it over the weekend. It was very good. I enjoyed it. It's mixed reviews because people who don't respect musicals and films with musicals involved, they're not really into it. My friend actually didn't like the movie, but personally I enjoyed the movie because I saw this on Broadway. So for those of you who do love musicals, I recommend that you do see it because all the actors sang live in this film, which took a lot of talent. They did a great job. Also, Ogni D wrote, next year I wish I can do the program that can improve something in my country, and I will love and support you more. Well, I hope that happens for you as well, Ogni. I'll be praying for you. Good luck with that. Also, Claire wrote, settle it by opening fire. Whoa, this German song sounds so cute. Yes, it's very cute. We don't understand what they're singing about, but it was still cute. Speaking of which, Claire, we're going to mention you later on in the show once Christina gets in here because we want to thank you. It's going to let you know that we do thank you, and I'll tell you why shortly. Right now, we're going to go into the next request, and the next request is from Mouse. And I love Mouse so much, and it's a unique name, Mouse. Obviously it's his nickname. So the song actually comes from a Japanese animation series called Cowboy Bebop. And Cowboy Bebop is a cyberpunk series set in the year 2071 when humans have started to explore their solar system. So here's the song Rain by Steve Conte. Check it out. We're back with Romantic Thursdays with Christina in the studio. But before we get to Christina right away, Christina's right here. Say hi.
Hi, guys. It's so good to be back.
Why do you talk like that today?
Oh my gosh, because I'm so excited.
But right now we're both very excited because we had a wonderful fan from Singapore.
I know,
She
Claire.
sent all of us gifts, and earlier I said I want to thank Claire. And she wrote, Dear PD and staff of the Drive-In, Merry Christmas. I'm Claire, a listener of the program. I love this program with a big smiley face. Here are some Christmas presents for you hardworking people. Presents for PD, engineer, Eugene, Jason, Mike, Christina, and Olivia.
She didn't even leave out the engineer.
I
Now that is
know,
thoughtful.
But she didn't know his name because we don't know his name either.
Engineer, big shout out. Props, man.
성함 몰라서 미안해요. Have a wonderful New Year 2013. Smile, Claire from Singapore. Well, thank you so much. And unfortunately, since Eugene is out right now downstairs, we're not going to give him his gift. We're going to keep it. And Jason and Mike, since their day is
Yeah, we're going
on
to steal it.
Tuesday and Monday, we're going to keep their gifts.
Yeah.
So PD's going to take it home and never give it to you guys. Ha 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 ha. You too, Olivia. I'm taking your gift because you're not here today. You're going to be here next week. It's a Christmas present, so.
It's already late anyway.
Right?
It doesn't matter.
It'll expire by the end of the year.
Exactly.
2012 is only a few more days left. Anyways, we're here with the wonderful Christina.
Hi, guys.
It's your last day here.
It is my last day.
Because you all that in a bag of chips, that's why.
Whatever. Boy. Whatever.
You baked, not fried. You finger looking good.
Are you from Jersey Shore? What's going on here?
Well, actually, today is a romantic Thursday, not cray
romantic.
Thursday. But I saw the film you brought with you today. I love this movie.
Do you really?
A lot of people don't like it. I enjoyed it.
It's really confusing, right?
I cried like a little woman.
Did you really? You like to cry during movies, Brian.
Dude, I don't hold
like
my
every
emotions
movie I bring
in.
here, you're like, man, I cried so much during that one.
Not American Pie or anything.
Was this like, what, level 1 to 10? How much crying happened?
The thing is, I believe in romance. And
you believe.
I'm hoping one day I'll have that romantic experience. And
yeah,
this movie, of course, it's not true. No one can time travel into the future.
You never know. It's magical, okay?
Maybe that's why you're leaving the show. Maybe we're in
time traveling.
You're time traveling
to Hawaii.
You're crazy.
How was your Christmas, Brian?
My Christmas?
Let's catch up a little bit.
Mustard.
Mustard? What does that mean?
Sorry, you said ketchup, so I said mustard.
Oh, good one.
My comedy is too weak today. Yes. My Christmas?
Yeah, how was your Christmas?
Well, what do you think? We worked on Christmas.
You guys worked?
I did radio on Christmas. I did a TV show on Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, unfortunately.
You are so hardworking.
Yes, and I don't have enough paid cash in my bank account for the amount of work I do. So
Give this boy a pay raise, TBS.
Yes, or
Just kidding.
Anybody who hires me, please give me a raise. Anyways, with that said, my Christmas wasn't that bad. Christmas Eve, I had some friends over for dinner.
I think I saw your Facebook pictures.
Yes, it was a fun night.
It looked good.
Unfortunately, a lot of people make fun of me because they're like, you always hang out with the people you work out with. Well, they're like family to me. I see them every day.
The CrossFit fam.
Yes.
That
I mean, I
was
see you
cool.
guys. We had a fun time.
We did. We need to do that more. Well, I'm leaving, but you guys should do that more often.
Right when you're leaving, we'll do it more often. Yes.
I know. Well, I'll come back for
How about this?
get-togethers.
Our next gathering, we'll have it in Hawaii.
Yeah, and
Yes!
you'll pay for everyone's ticket. And
So
I'll get
today's
dinner.
movie is a time traveler's wife that Christina brought with her.
Yes. Okay.
And
Have you read the novel, though?
I didn't read the book. That's why I like the movie more, because a lot of people have read the book.
How can you say you like the movie more if you've never read
Well, I like the movie because
is that possible?
okay, I enjoyed the movie because I didn't read the book.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because if you read the book, you would have been a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed. Okay, let's.
You can't
first
be
off,
disappointed with Rachel McAdams.
that was what I was just gonna say. You took the words right out of my mouth.
She's a stereotypical girlfriend in every romantic comedy.
Oh
or
my
romance
gosh,
movie.
she is amazing. Like,
Yes.
there's no role that she cannot do. Because you remember her from Mean Girls? She was a Mean Girl. She was like totally straight up.
That movie I don't remember.
You don't remember Mean Girls?
I didn't see that one.
You gotta revisit that one. Boo.
Mean Girls.
It was pretty funny. No, Rachel McAdams did a really good job. And then she came out with The Notebook, and then she was like this totally different character. And it was like, oh my gosh, this
So
girl
she went
can
from
act.
What was her character in Mean Girls like?
She was Regina. She was like the ultimate snob-faced, bratty,
rich girl.
rich
whatever.
girl from
Oh,
California.
so she went from the rich girl bratty image to the
to like
sweet,
South
innocent-
Carolinian. I love you. I'm such a lady. I don't think she talked like that, but
Whenever she
anyways,
cries makes me cry.
I know. It was really touching. Well,
Too bad
one
she
time I went
was
to the movie
taken.
theater with my boyfriend, and he was like, "You remind me of her." So that's why I like her.
Aww. Actually, you do have her resemblance.
Okay, Brian.
I'm not sure if it's the hair color.
because I dyed my hair. It's a little orange. Let's
Yes.
not mention it. Okay. But this
Alrighty.
movie, The Time Traveler's Wife.
Just the
It's
name.
awesome.
Just sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's like, it's like this romantic film, but it's also fused with some sci-fi jibes, It's like he's going back and forth through time to significant events in his life. And the
But
story
he
is
can't
premised...
control it, can he?
He can. It happens like when he's stressed out or randomly. So he'll just be like walking around in the house, and then all of a sudden you'll see a pile of clothes on the floor.
And you realize he has transported into the future or the past.
And of course he can't transport
Yes.
with his clothes on, so he's naked. That's why he has to teach himself like all these kinds of neat tricks, like how to pick locks and how to steal food from people.
And how to cover himself up real quick.
Yeah.
And break into clothing stores and stuff.
Did you think that was kind of weird when he first met Claire? And he was like this buck naked
Well, he didn't first meet her
Eric
when he was buck
Bana.
naked. He
was
met her
buck
in the
naked.
library.
No, when she was a little girl. In the
Oh,
woods,
yeah.
at her like father's mansion, and
Oh,
she's
yeah, in
like
the woods.
running around this little kid, like playing, with grass and
But then
stuff.
he didn't physically come out of the woods buck naked. He actually asked her for like a blanket or something.
He was like holding his parts, and he was like, "Can you get me your daddy's clothes?" How creepy
Didn't he
was
have a
that?
blanket on first? That's what I thought.
Wait, he might have had a blanket, but then that
Because she was sitting on a blanket in the meadow.
Oh, so he stole her blanket.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yes.
He did do that. Well, I
Unless
thought that
I'm
was a little
make-
creepy. In the
unless I'm
book,
making
it
this
came
up,
off as
but-
like airy and coy and cute, and then you saw on the big screen, and I was
Visually,
like, that
kind of weird.
That's not right.
But
And then they marry like 20 years later.
for me, even
guess
though it's
that
early
works.
on in the movie, one of the romantic scenes were when Rachel McAdams was in the library, and then Eric Bana's character walked
Yeah.
by, and she recognized him first. She goes, "What was the character's name in the movie?"
Henry.
Henry. He's like, Henry?
He's the librarian.
Yeah, Henry. And then he doesn't know who she is because
Yeah.
that's still past Eric Bana,
Yeah.
not future or present Eric Bana.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
just like, oh,
yeah.
she remembers him. She recognizes him. How cool would that be?
Can you
It
imagine?
would give me shivers. I mean, I'd
like
be
your new
whoa.
guest on TBS, like whoever replaces me comes in here and she's like,
And I'd be like, oh wait, I've
Brian?
seen you. I'd be like, yes.
when I was 6 years old, you were naked in the field.
I'd be like, we need to fire you because you is weird.
You was crazy. Yeah, so
Wow.
that's what happens. That was a really good scene.
All right, we're going to reminisce. I keep stuttering reminisce about this movie more shortly after this song. And this is Broken Social Scene. Love will bear us apart.
What's going on today?
Tear us apart, bear us apart, because it cut off.
Love will tear us apart.
All right, because that computer screen's funny. Love will tear us apart from the original soundtrack. This is Broken Social Scene. Check it out. Wow. I remember the song from the movie.
No, you don't, because you just asked me what part it played in.
As soon as you reminded me, I was like, "Oh, it's a good song."
I think it's a really sad song. I didn't really find it appropriate.
Not romantic good song. I mean, it's a good song for the movie. I'm not saying. I mean, the lyrics. First of all, "Love will tear us apart."
I know it's just it's heartbreaking. But they played it during their wedding, right?
You're breaking our hearts by leaving us.
Well, I know.
So that's why
don't
you said.
Don't cry, Brian.
That's why you set this movie up. Time traveler's wife. You're more like a Hawaiian traveler because you're moving to Hawaii. Get it? That's a bad connection, isn't
Brian, it's early. It's early. It's okay.
It's not early. It's 9:43. 30 seconds. Boom.
Boom.
Yes.
Right on the dot.
Exactly.
Look at that. Skills.
This is real time,
Mad
y'all.
skills.
Real talk.
Z.
Real talk. This is 9:43, 39 seconds. Hashtag that. Tweet that.
Wait,
what
am I
YOLO.
saying?
Swag. Gangnam style. What? Anyways,
Gangnam.
Yes. This movie is very Gangnam.
Legit. Too legit to
Exactly.
quit. Yeah. The movie's good. I think the only flaw with the movie... Well,
if you haven't read
besides,
the book, you're gonna love this movie. But if you read the book, you have something to compare it to.
Yeah, you're going to be a little disappointed, of course, because the movie, like, honestly, after I finished, I remember I was on my study abroad trip in Kenya, and I read this book probably in, like, one night outside, and all I could do was close it when I was done, and I was just staring into space for a good hour, Brian. Like, that's all I could do. It was that good. It's one of those books that just, like,
Wow.
you feel yourself, like...
So, things that are good to you in life, you look at and you just doze off into space.
You're like, oh my goodness.
Like if you eat a good cheesecake.
It's like those small pleasures, you know, like this, like a really good book. Like, this woman is so talented. Audrey Niffenegger, whoever wrote this thing,
So
she's crazy. She's crazy, and she's just a genius.
You kind of doze off in your own little world.
Yeah.
Because something's that good.
It is that good.
That was
It's like when you have a really good bite of cheesecake.
On your wedding day. What if you're getting married and you just feel so good, but then the guy's like, rings please, and you forget to give the ring because you just look staring off in space. That could happen.
That's a problem.
That could happen.
Actually, you know, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing on my wedding day.
You're going to cry.
I'm going to be bawling like a little baby.
Who got her
For lack of a better word.
Yes.
I was just at my friend's wedding in California, that's why I couldn't
you
be
cried?
here last. Oh my lord.
It's not even your
I
wedding.
was horrible. I'm up there, right? I'm one of her bridesmaids. I thankfully brought a tissue with me, and she's like walking down the aisle with her dad, and I was like, it was the ugly cry, Brian. It was the ugliest cry you've ever seen in your life. I was like,
The one where like the priest or pastor has to look at you like, if anybody here, can you please stop, lady? You're overdoing it. Let me talk.
oh my goodness.
Stop taking my thunder.
It was so hard to keep it together.
Well, that's how I felt with this movie. That's why actually, the first time I saw this movie was in the theater with a friend of mine.
I really want to watch a sad movie with you.
No, you don't.
Just so I can, like,
No, you don't.
bust out with my iPhone.
No, you don't, because I'm gonna start crying now. Anyways, unfortunately,
Oh,
we're gonna have to kick you out of the studio.
No!
We have to. So
I'm not going. I'm staying right
You
here.
can sit right next to me. That's what Olivia and Jason does sometimes.
Oh, really?
But we
How
have to
come you
get to the
never invite me?
evaluation.
Okay, fine.
Because you're never here. You went to a wedding last week.
Okay.
Anyways, because weddings are more important to you than evaluations.
Well, God.
Can you get to the evaluation, girl?
All right. So,
All the listeners are wondering what
since
you've been
Rachel
evaluated.
McAdams was, like, so awesome, and I love her,
So
and
awesome.
she's, like,
very awesome.
my counterpart in Hollywood. Just kidding.
She's way older than you.
No, she's, like, 8 years older. It's not too
That's
bad.
way older.
Well, she looks younger, probably.
That's true. Could you date a guy 8 years younger than you?
No.
Exactly. So it's a huge age gap. Yes,
But
you
I
gotta
could
put
date
that
one
way.
that's 8 years older than me.
Obviously, I knew you were gonna say that. Girls love. I love a mature man.
Oppa!
I love an oppa.
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Do accents do it for you?
I love a good accent. An English accent. Or French accents, too.
So you
Any
like the men
accent,
with
actually.
accent?
Australian accents? I don't
like
think I
Hugh
did that
Jackman,
correctly.
Like Hugh Jackman. Yeah, that was really bad. Get to the evaluation, girl.
Okay.
You're going crazy.
I give it Dugan. 3 out of 5 stars for
Okay.
being pretty good, but still not better than the book.
I actually thought you did 6. I was like, Dugan. I was like, oh, 6 out of 5.
autist. Okay, no.
You gave 1. Shut.
At the front door.
Anyways, she gave it 3 out of 5 beating hearts, which
I
means
did.
it's more than, enough to go
It's
and watch the
doable.
movie. Doable for her. Great
But
for
go
me.
buy the book.
Go watch this movie.
Go buy the book.
Go watch this movie.
And then buy the book.
And then buy the book. And then you won't like this movie. Anyways, with that said, we're going to have to play a song for you right now, guys, and say goodbye to Christina.
Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely being here. Thanks,
It was
Brian.
lovely having you and all your romantic movies. Great recommendations.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
We're going to say bye to Christina right now, but we have a song for you guys from the soundtrack. This is Gone to Earth by the American Analog Set. Check it out. All right, we're back right now. We had to say goodbye to Christina. It was really sad. I know. I hate saying goodbyes to people. Anyways, we have some Twitter comments right now, and these actually are a lot for Christina. BFFJ Walker's Asiatic, Ria Piscasio, Brian Juke, Canada, all say goodbye to Christina, and that they hope that she's successful in her future endeavors. So thank you guys for saying that to Christina. That means a lot to her. It's only been a short while since she's been with us, and she's leaving us, so it's kind of sad. Also, Agni D just wrote, goodbye, Christina. Have great times always. We'll miss you and hope we can hear your voice in driving again. So hopefully she'll be back here from Hawaii. Oh, she's only going for like a week vacation. She'll be back. Also, Claire wrote, Brian, crazy today. Thanks for the good show today, both of you. Keep on staying in the studio, Christina. See? I told you, Christina, because Christina was actually upset. She goes, I didn't even get to say Happy New Year. So on behalf of Christina, who's outside the booth, I'm going to say Happy New Year's to you, to every single listener right now. With that said, we have to go straight into the next song. And the next song is from The Doors in a 1991 biopic film about the rock band, The Doors. And they're quite popular in the 1960s and 70s. And this movie has Val Kilmer starring as Jim Morrison and Meg Ryan as Pamela Carson, Jim Morrison's wife. Actually, they weren't married, but they might as well have been because that's how tight their love relationship was. And you can probably guess which song I'm going to play from The Doors, and this is Break On Through. That was Break On Through by The Doors, and unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye here on The Drive-In. But stick around because 1013 Main Street with An Jung-hyun is next. And today we're going to end today's show with the 1996 film Preacher's Wife original soundtrack sung by Whitney Houston, and it's requested by Ayuko. So this is Believe in You and Me. And this is Brian Ju signing off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.